Yes.
All right, we are
What was
live.
that you were saying about last day of exams?
Well, what I'm saying is right now, you and we're going to go full tilt boogie.
Full tilt boogie. That should have been the name of our live stream today.
That's correct.
Check this out. I just got this new holiday blazer. Can you see my alpacas? The Santa hats?
That's great.
Yeah. My girlfriend Sarah, she just came up from Rhode Island. She's visiting and bequeathed me with this.
Awesome.
Astonishing. Look at this. Boom!
Wow.
Look at that secret purple liner.
Purple interior.
Yeah, I've never had an ugly Christmas blazer before. Pretty fancy, I must say. So, good morning, everyone. Brian, so you have an exam today. I didn't realize you had another exam today. What's today's exam all about?
Today's exam is on e-discovery and digital evidence.
E-discovery and digital evidence.
These are the hot topics.
Are you like Batman?
I could be.
I'm the Batman. It's very exciting. So it's been snowing all night here. We have like 5 inches of perfect snowball snow, first of all. And it's an absolute winter wonderland out in Vermont, out of my window here. And we are just about to go skiing. We have a very small beginner's ski hill here in town. And hopefully they have the T-bar open today. So we're going to go get some skis. And I already have skis, but we're going to outfit some folks with skis. And then we're going to go skiing and probably make some hot chocolate tonight. Maybe we'll sing some Christmas carols. Who knows? Around the open fire, we can roast some chestnuts. Do you have any interesting holiday traditions, Brian?
I don't know if they're interesting. I just
do you have any holiday traditions, even non-interesting ones?
I just go to my family's for Christmas. That's about it. Something I used to do, and this is something I stopped doing during the pandemic. Didn't do it this year, but hopefully we'll start next year. Is every year I would take the train from Philly up to New York City, and I would go see, Rockefeller Plaza, the big Christmas tree. And one of my favorite things I would do is I would go to the Swarovski crystal store in Rockefeller Center, and every year they come out with a new ornament for the year, and I would buy one. So have not done that for the last couple of years, so hopefully next year I'll resume that tradition.
Do they sell the ornaments from the previous years so you could get your backlog filled in?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they have the previous year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get fully caught up.
Maybe they'll take you into the basement, into the archive.
That's right.
That's right. So check this out. I didn't plan on breaking this out for this live stream, but I'm going to.
The suspense is killing all of us.
You know what I'm about to do?
I have no idea.
You know what this is?
It looks like a bottle of alcohol.
It is, in fact, a bottle of alcohol. It's Linné Aquavit, Norwegian fire water. And I want to point out, you see the gold lettering, the gold stenciling. Can you read that, or is it backwards for you?
Twice across the equator.
Yeah, this is Norwegian. Essentially Norwegian vodka, right? And so Linné Aquavit is famous for its storage at sea, a journey that has continued for more than 200 years. This remarkable story started when the Lysholm family sent a ship from Norway to East Asia loaded with goods, including 5 casks of aquavit. Luckily, the aquavit was not sold, and by its return, they found out that exposing the casks to the constant rolling of the waves and shifting weather conditions had transformed the aquavit, the result being a perfectly balanced aquavit of spices and cask aromas. So, my family are not big drinkers, but around Christmas, a bottle of aquavit, which always gets broken out, and so I continue with that tradition. We often less Christmas, more Yule style celebration. We'll have a Yule log, and we'll save the ashes from the previous year and use it to start the new Yule fire, and then we'll dim all the lights, sit around in the living room, pour the adults some aquavit and the kids some hot chocolate, and we go around and we do a toast to the ancestors, where individually people will remember those that have come before us, either in our direct family lineage, however many generations back we can go, or other close people to us that have passed on. And so that's a pretty good family tradition of just taking a moment to think about the people that kind of laid the foundation for you.
Beautiful.
This year, I'm going to be wearing this alpaca blazer during the ceremony, I expect. Cool. Well, guys, good morning. It's Friday, and there's a snowstorm. We decided to go live. I didn't really have anything to talk about today other than aquavit and alpacas. Brian, what do you have coming up this weekend? I mean, you have exams in a little while. How long does your exam last?
Should be about 4 hours or so.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, that's a serious exam, though. Do you get food or anything?
No.
They just like chain you up and ask you questions under like a spotlight or something?
That might be the case.
Interrogation style?
So I texted my buddy. He hasn't responded yet, but usually the one who talked me into going to law school, usually at the end of the semester, we go over to his place. He's got a really nice cigar den that he's built, converted his garage into a cigar den, and we have some cigars and some scotch. So that may be on the agenda later today.
Dude, maybe you should get some aquavit to go with that scotch.
I'll try it. Is it sold? Is it sold in the States?
Yeah, you can get it. You can get it at like good, a good diverse liquor store. AQUA, like aqua, VITE. It kind of tastes like the forest floor.
I kind of like that. So one of my favorite scotches is one called Lafroig that comes from. I always say this wrong because it's spelled weird. I think it's either the island of Isla or the Isla of Islay, something to that effect. But it's grown in the materials that it's actually done in is like it's called peat, and it's basically like really like condensed earth and marsh,
right?
And it's smoked, so it has a really nice like this fire. It's like you're drinking from a chimney, and I absolutely love it.
I can't say that my knowledge nor my palate is highly refined when it comes to things like scotch. I've had a little bit of it. I like it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But what I can tell you is that at one point I went to the Wizard of Ads headquarters, Roy Williams, and Alex Mandossian had arranged an event with Roy. If you guys don't know the Wizard of Ads, like it's a 3-book series and it's amazing. Really, it's basically an ad man who's a wizard, like, and the guy legitimate, and the books look kind of like spell books. Like it's just like the whole thing is good. And I might need to buy new copies actually. Now that I think about it, I may have sacrificed mine. However, the it was an amazing place. The whole facility is basically built like a big wizard's castle in a lot of ways, and has a very magical vibe to it. Not Disney vibe, more like Hogwarts vibe. Like it really feels like a magical land in there. And it's in Arizona, if memory serves. And they had a whole like whiskey Scotch tasting room, a whole place. And they had someone on staff who really knew their stuff, and they had this whole setup, and we did a whole very comprehensive tasting. It was a wonderful afternoon and evening. Wizard of Ads. Yeah. Very, very, very cool. So you're a cigar and Scotch guy?
I am.
Yeah. You do you have like the lingo down? Do you know how to sound smart when you're talking about it?
I think I do.
That's good. That's good. Oh, Nils Alsvik. Ah! This is my, like, I don't know technically what he is to me, but he's like 7 feet tall, has a giant mustache, lives in Norway, and he's like my great second uncle or something like that. Norwegian relatives watching the live stream, and Niels Torger Alsvik, I might add. My son's name is Torger. So this guy is like a super Viking. He's just great. We've met him when we went to visit Norway. He's come out here to visit. And all right, family members watching live stream, supporting the Akavit. That's right. I want to look at this. Niels Alsvik says, "Tell him in good, drinking strong." That's right. Oh, so good. So good. Awesome. Happy holidays. Great that you're tuning in. I wish we got to see each other more. Especially around Christmas, we always talk about you guys. And my son's 16 now, so we need a reunion, I think. We need a reunion. Very cool. Very cool. Brian, do you or does your family get into genealogy at all? Like, is anybody in your family all about going back? No, not yet.
I can't say they are.
Yeah. Now, my dad is always been really into history and genealogy, and has like all of the multiple generations, both through time and across, like mapped in Ancestry.com and all the stuff. It's very cool. We have there's this old farm in Norway that's kind of like the old family farm. And when Torger was 3, before Lightning was born, we went there and visited it and checked it out. It's just like astonishing. Yeah, like hundreds and hundreds of years old. Pretty nuts. Well, guys, I don't think we really need to do a marketing lesson today. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what today's lesson is put on your ugly Christmas blazer, pull out your Akavit, and like have a great weekend. No, what it was really about is I guess I just wanted to say hi and give you an illustration of bringing your real life into your business and your marketing. I teach a lot of people to live stream, and one of the things that came up on the Q&A yesterday for our Email Empire clients is, how do I make the transition from talking about my life, from checking in with people, from being like, hey, what's up? I'm here and you're there and blah, 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 right? And how do you make the transition into selling, right? How do you make the transition into your call to action and getting people to do what you want to do? And so what I would say is, like, if you want to be as interesting as a ugly alpaca Christmas blazer with your emails, you should get on my email list and I'll teach you how, right? You can go to www.mascotland.com/early-bird. I'll just show you where you can go. And why? Because I am an email marketer, proud and strong. I've been an email marketer for 19 years. How about you, Brian? What year did you start?
Probably around the same time, maybe a year or two after you at most.
Yeah. So it's just like, we're talking decades of experience here. If you want to build an email list to increase your cash flow, your leverageable cash flow, so you can grow it for a new business or for ideally an existing business. And the reason I say ideally is if you already have something to sell and you already know how to sell it, having an email list gives you more people to sell it to, right? Whereas if you don't know what to sell and you don't know how to sell it, starting something brand new, you got more work to do. Not impossible. Lots of people have started their first business with an email business, but there's more of a learning curve, right? So either way, if you want to learn about email marketing and growing your list, go to mattschotland.com/early-bird, opt into the early bird list and follow the instructions on the next page. If you don't really care about email and you just want to, listen to Brian and I talk, I guess mostly me talk. Well, Brian, come on. What do we got here today? You just tired?
Tired. Lots on the mind.
Yeah. Can you do
handstand? So I got my Christmas tree, and my eye allergies have been killing me.
Oh, brutal.
Using that eye drops.
Brian, I had an idea. That's right. The puns are strong. I would get some round black glasses if you got a bowler hat. And we could both have brown black glasses and bowler hats.
A bowler hat?
I haven't been wearing my bowler hat on camera lately. I usually wear... This is my signature bowler hat. I wear this usually when I go out and about.
Oh, look at that!
This is my fancy bowler hat. I wear it all the time, but I don't know. I normally try to be traditional and take my hat off when I go inside. So I don't normally wear it on camera.
You get a cane too. A cane to go with it.
I have a plague doctor cane. I got not this last Halloween, but the one before. Yeah. I mean, that counts. Last night we got lucky and we were given it was sold out, but there's a theater in the area called NEYT, which is New England Youth Theater, and it's for the kids, junior high, high school, and it's not directly associated with the school. It's an independent nonprofit. So it's run by good theater people, They put on great performances a few times a year. Last year, my daughter, Lightning, was in Frozen Junior. And I didn't even realize they were doing a show right now, but it makes sense that they are. And they were doing Shrek the Musical. And it was totally sold out, but we scored 4 tickets last night. We went out to see Shrek the Musical, and it was hilarious. It was very, very, very funny. It's Christmas time. It's holiday season. Do you have any fun or funky things you're gonna do other than visit the crystal store?
Well, we're not visiting the crystal store.
You're not going to do it? You could. Why don't you do it, dude? It's December 16th. You have days and days. You could make
right. It is only the 16th. Maybe that's in the cards. We will see.
You could jump in the car this afternoon instead of smoking cigars. You could just drive to the crystal store today after your exam. You could do it.
I'd probably do it during a weekday. The weekend is not. Have you ever been to New York City on a weekend before Christmas with the?
No, not around Christmas time. I haven't been dumb enough to do that around Christmas time. Maybe you could maybe they have a website. Maybe you could order it and have it shipped to you.
Well, the whole part of the experience is going there, seeing the tree, and all of that stuff.
Dude, maybe they're in the metaverse. You could just strap an Oculus to the head and you could go experience it virtually. No, just not doing it for you. Do you have any ugly Christmas sweaters or an elf on the shelf or any of that?
No.
Dude, we gotta spice up your holiday season, my friend. We gotta spice that up. Take it to the next level. All right, guys. Do you have anything else you want to say, Brian?
Not that I can think of.
No. Maybe later we'll be a little bit more inspired. I think in the future we should have at least a topic. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I think we should have a topic in the future.
Yeah. Like just
Yeah.
one talking point.
The talking point was snowstorm. To be fair, there's a snowstorm. We talked about snow a fair amount and wintry things, right? Wintry things. All right. Well, I just came out from sledding, but I'm actually going to go throw my winter coat on and go back and swap out my bowler hat for my my winter beanie, and I'm going to go.
That sounds fun.
Hit the hill in the backyard, and then we're going to go sledding for reals, bruh. All right, rock and roll. I will see you guys later. Have a great afternoon. If you got a snow day today, enjoy your snow day. I hope you get outside and that your weekend is wild and wonderful. Talk to you later. Thanks, Brian.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.